In last week's episode, we visited Silverton, and from there we moved to the Milparinka National Park. This week, we move further north to Malpurinka, an all but abandoned gold town. And we also start following in the footsteps of the great Australian explorer Charles Sturt in his endeavour to find what was supposed to be a vast inland ocean. From there we move to Tibooburra and check out Mount Wood Station on the eastern side of the Sturt National Park. Malpurinka, the Aboriginal word meaning water can be found here. In the 1880s, gold was discovered in the area and still can be found all the way up to Tibooburra. And obviously this brought in a wave of humanity, and to support them, a pub was built, a police station, courthouse and a post office. Now, unfortunately, all that remains are the ruins. The courthouse is now an art gallery. The pub still exists, it's been renovated and serves amazing food and nice cold beer. In this part of the country, also known as Channel Country, the rivers west of the Great Dividing Range all flow in a westerly direction, not easterly out to sea. Therefore, in the early 1800s, the common belief was that there has to be, in the centre of Australia somewhere, a vast inland ocean. Now this would support new settlements, agriculture, crops. The possibilities were seemingly endless. And so it was in 1884. Captain Charles Sturt and a team of men, 200 odd sheep, drays, 17 horses, they all set out to find this ocean. So convinced were they that it existed that they even dragged along a boat. Now this boat must have been about 20 feet long, weighed maybe 500 or 600 kilos, so it was no mean feat to get it in there. It was when they got here, Depot Glen, some 800 kilometres away from their starting point in Adelaide, that they ran into problems. There was a severe drought. They couldn't go back because of lack of water. They couldn't go forward for the same reason. And so it was that for 6 long months, in the hottest part of the year, they were stuck here at Depot Glen. Scurvy started to take its toll on his men. By this time, Charles Sturt himself was almost blind with scurvy, and eventually it killed his second in charge, James Poole. It's here that he was buried under this tree.
We're at the top of Mount Poole. We're down there, about 7-8 k's away. There's Depot Glen. This is where Sturt made the man come every day for as long as it took to build this cairn. There's 2 different reasons for it, apparently. One was to mark the fact that there's water nearby, and the other, they say, was just to relieve the boredom of 6 months sitting in the creek line.
The Sturt National Park. As you travel through, you'll notice numerous ruins of homesteads, shearing sheds, shearers' quarters, windmills, dams, the remnants of cattle yards. A stark reminder that this country used to be a series of cattle and sheep stations, the largest of which was Mount Wood Station, coming in at about 500,000 hectares.